If you were talking to your younger self, I like to do this at the end, just words of wisdom. Anybody that wants to do 30, 40K like yourself, 50K, I don't even know what you've been doing lately, but a lot of
Yeah.
business. But yeah, what would you say to that person? The floor is yours. You can keep it as short or as long as you'd like to help. This is like for a new agent that's just watching or somebody trying to grow.
I had no sales background and no one in my family is like an entrepreneur or a risk taker. So spending good money on leads was very frightening. It was super terrifying. It felt like I was gambling. It felt reckless and irresponsible. And I felt like I was making a huge mistake. I actually cashed in on my 403B, which is like my retirement from when I worked for the school district, to be able to pay off all my credit card debt and be able to buy high quality leads because I went from like a real career to solar. Solar was an absolute bust. So I was like broke because I was living off all of my savings for like 6 months. So before I even got into life insurance, I had been failing at solar, like not getting paid out because they weren't installing for whatever reason. So I was like super, super broke when I started this. And the thought of somebody being like, well, this is a subscription for $1,025 a week for 30 leads, and you have to commit for at least your first 2 months. I was like, well, I don't have any money. This would literally be going on my credit card, which is, I just cleared it. So like the thought of putting more money on my credit card, only getting 30 leads, whereas before I had 75-cent leads and I had hundreds of them. And I would be making 1,000 phone calls and getting one sale. So I'm like, I'm only going to get 30 leads. What if I don't close any of them? That's not enough. That's not enough people. Like it felt like such a risk and it was so terrifying, but I did it. And then I haven't gone back under 30K months ever again. Like my last month was 49,526. Like I had one person not accept their policy, but it wasn't a chargeback because he canceled before I started. So technically my IEP was like 48 something. But it's going to feel risky, but the only way to like maximize your time and have quality conversations with people who want this is to buy high intent leads because you're either going to be fucking miserable and get burnt out and quit because you're having shitty quality conversations, or you're going to start to buy high intent leads that want to talk to you. You feel like more fulfilled. You feel like you're actually providing guidance. People like you, right? You're connecting. So it's a completely different experience if you're buying high intent leads to not. So it's like, it feels like a gamble, but everybody has to get to that point of, am I going to do this or not? So that would be my thing is like invest in high intent leads the second that you have prepared yourself to talk to somebody who's like an impressive client, who has their shit together, who owns a business, who sounds like a lot of times people want somebody who kind of seems like a dumb lead, like so it's an easy sale, but like how are you going to handle a phone call with somebody who wants 2 million and they have diabetes and they own 7 properties? Are you going to automatically feel like you're out of your depth because you don't know what you can give them? Like at the end of the day, this guy responded to an ad on Facebook because he might be successful, but he doesn't know who to turn to. So if you can match him and like sound like you're worthy of his business and you are well versed in what you're talking about, he's going to trust you and then you go and sell an Americo Eagle Premier. Doesn't matter. It's like it's a good price, it's a good product. There's an agent, there's a client portal. Like you just have to have confidence and then buy the leads so that when you get into a good conversation, you can actually close it.